have one that's kind of stressing me out. It's a seller that they want close to full price for the property, but I managed to get it at a $60,000 discount. So I was thinking, I've just been seeing novations everywhere. So I was wondering, what type of advice would you have to kind of like structure that for a novations deal?
Why do you want to do Novation?
Well, in this particular situation, they have a longer time period. So
Hmm.
I'm figuring if I'm able to get it under, well, I have a novation clause in the contract as well. And, I was transparent with her. She knows that I'm a wholesaler. She knows exactly what's going on as well. And if I'm able to kind of have her say, yeah, you can get 260 for the property, and she kind of agrees to that, and I go turn around and list it for her on MLS and get it sold, she'll be happy with her 260 price. It'll probably go for about 280 quickly, I would say. But I'm just kind of having a bit of cold feet when it comes to that. I don't know if I should just try to pass
GZ,
it off or what.
can you tell me what a Novation is?
Um,
Tell me.
it's essentially it's just a transfer of, I guess, the obligations of my kind of agreement with the seller. So
What?
finding an end buyer, which is probably going to end up being a retail buyer with like a loan or something. I'll just be passing that on to them so they can
So
pick up a
GZ,
new property.
you
Yeah,
don't know what a Novation is. And so the one
yeah,
thing I
that's
need to
what I
tell
want
you,
advice too.
so before you do Novation, you have to understand what a Novation is, man.
Okay.
When we start doing stuff like this is not wholesaling. I want you to understand this is not wholesaling. Novation is
Okay.
the replacement of one contract with another. And this is when we get out of wholesaling territory. All right. And what I need to understand is when we get outside of wholesaling territory and we start doing big boy stuff, we don't know what we're doing. We can really get in trouble, like bad trouble. Okay. Like financial
Right. Right.
trouble. We get
Yeah.
sued. We get a lot of bad stuff that happens. A lot of good stuff
I
sometimes, but a
know.
lot of bad stuff too. So when we're
It's
playing with the big boys, it's like getting behind an airplane, not knowing how to fly. Like you gotta understand it, man. So first and foremost, if you don't know what you're doing, don't do it. And the fact from this conversation, I probably would not do innovation right now because you don't understand it. Second of
okay.
all, through the whole process of innovation, you got to be very careful. Most title companies in my market, they don't even do novations at all because novations are very squirrely, especially in Florida, because they have to
Yeah.
sign basically what we call okay. So some novation people, they don't like this term, but it is true. You do have a fiduciary responsibility when you have the power of attorney. So you have to sign a power of attorney, do all this stuff. A lot of title companies don't like this anymore. I'd
Yeah.
be very careful with novations. I don't do novations personally because I don't feel like it's the right thing to do to sign a power of attorney and be a fiduciary responsibility. Why not being fiduciary to the person? Because I do feel like that it's a lot of legal trouble, and that's not something I'm willing to do. I've never ever advocated for innovation. And the fact that you don't know what innovation truly is, I would be very careful away from it because I don't want you to get hurt.
Yeah, I've been trying to learn it too, but I just won't pay that guru fee, man. They're charging a bunch just to get the information on it. So I've just been kind of like trying to get the information as best as I can. I've been using that Bard AI to kind of
I'm not
pick
going to
that
teach you
brain.
innovation if I really don't. I don't think it's
I know, I
wholesaling,
know, I know. It's all good. It's all good.
and you can
It's
seriously
no
get
worries on that
screwed
end.
doing it.
Yeah. Well, man, I just want to say I respect exactly what you're doing. I think that, preaching the truth is something it's very important. So, thank you for that. And, thank you
Of
for
course,
the
man.
advice as well. I'll definitely
Dude,
take that.
I've tried looking into it. I've saw if novations were going to be actually a good thing for us. I've tried like all these, and me and Rick have determined it's not the best course of action for anyone. So there are people that do it right, but I'll tell you, you're going to get in a lot. I truly don't believe it's going to be a thing that's going to last. And so that's just the way we do it, man. I would stick to wholesaling for now. I still don't think it's worth paying because I think it's a trash method. All right, man. Have a good one. Is Mike cut off? But yeah, guys, novations. I'd stay very clear from it. Like, so novations in an essence, and I know I'm saying this in a very weird essence type thing, and I know I'm saying it not the right way, but truly what innovation is, it's actually really sexy on paper, right? It's like you get a property under contract, and this is from a 4,000 my macro view, this is what Novation is for everyone truly like trying to understand it. It's when you lock up a deal, you put it on the MLS, you get the best buyer, and you can either wholesale it or you can sell the deal. Some people do novations where they put it on a contract, they fix up the property, they sell it for the best price possible. They only put 30, 40K in and they profit like crazy, right? There's a lot of issues with that though, right? They start signing power of attorneys, which you have the power of attorney over a person, which is a very powerful thing, like a very powerful thing. And with a power of attorney, you have what we call a fiduciary responsibility. And the fiduciary responsibility needs the money needs to be in the profit of the person you're taking care of. Guys, a lot of power of attorneys for older senior citizen people. So people don't take advantage of older people financially. It's called financial elder abuse. It's actually a criminal charge. And so this is why I tell people to avoid this stuff, because when you start doing novations with like older people, and you're actually using their equity as leverage and putting on the market to make a profit, you get in a weird part where some lawyers are okay, some aren't, but like there's laws with power of attorneys, fiduciary responsibilities. I don't think it's the right thing to do. And truly, you do put yourself in legal trouble for a lot of things. Now, there's people that are going to say no, right? You can do an attorney of fact or attorney in fact. I don't know the specific case of it. You don't need the power of attorney. There's a lot of ways around it. I'm going to say no to this. I've looked at it every which way. I've done my research, and I truly believe it's not going to be the best case for people right now in wholesaling. If it does change, I'll let you know. But it's been done a lot. This ain't the first time I've heard about it. So you just got to be careful with it. And the fact that if you don't know what a novation is, you got to be very careful with it.